Hi friends, today I'm in Thailand in Pattaya and I've come to this beautiful place called the Sanctuary of Truth. It's an unfinished museum made of wood which depicts a lot of principles from Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism and Hinduism. Let me take you through this beautiful tour. So this is the beginning of the tour for the Sanctuary of Truth. I'll give you a glimpse of this beautiful wooden structure before we actually go inside. A lot of tourists, so seems to be a very popular place. And there you have a glimpse of the structure, but I'll take you closer. And there it is. So guys, this is the first glimpse of the beautiful museum called the Sanctuary of Truth. It rained last night. It's a bit humid, but the sky is beautiful, especially for these pictures. This entire structure is made of wood and it is stunning in the detail. If you see, as I move closer, you might be able to appreciate the details. There are multiple sculptures of soldiers riding, these mythical beings, dragon-like hybrids rather, lion and different animal hybrids. These are called yali, and you can frequently find them in Hindu temples. And of course, there's this winged Garud that you can find almost on every corner of the temple. Garud is a very important symbol in entire Southeast Asia. You can find it on the Thai currency, you can find it as the emblem of Indonesia, and it's a animal or a divine being rather of much significance in entire Southeast Asia. There are also these figurines which look very Indian in design and depiction, probably copied from the temples from around 11th century in India. And above those you see a beautiful Ganesha sculpture projecting out, above which is a chariot of 5 buffaloes. And you see the clouds floating up in the sky. The pillars are also very detailed, much like Indian temples. You see Garuda here, again the Apsaras dancing near the roof, again very reminiscent of Hindu temples. And you have these beautiful Nagas here. This beautiful Naga sculpture of a male Naga surrounded by 2 females. The sculptures here, even though all of them are made of wood, are of different colors because this construction has been ongoing since the 1960s. And the different colors represent different parts that were built over the period. So continuing with the amazing art that is on display here, I think I can spot, I think it's Krishna. There's no flute in his hand, but the posture is very, very reminiscent of Bhagwan Krishna. So quite possibly it could be Sri Krishna, and on the ceiling above, if you can make it out, I think that is Brahma. From here we move towards the main entrance and we can see some Chinese influence here. The statues of Guan Yin, form of the Avalokiteshvara, and of course there are interspersed Hindu images as well. You see a dancing goddess. What a beautiful sculpture, surrounded by the Chinese depictions. What a beautiful syncretic approach. In the end, all philosophies teach union with God. So this is the entrance, and finally I'm climbing into the sanctuary. You can see this beautiful Garuda here carrying, looks like the amalgamation of Avalokiteshvara, Shiva, but it's a goddess, so probably Guan Yin, which is a very different depiction from what you would see of Garuda carrying Lord Vishnu most of the time. And you see the magnificent Indra riding the three-headed Aravat just below the four-faced Brahma statue. In Southeast Asia, you'll mostly find Aravat depicted as having three heads. In Hindu scriptures, he's described as having 6 tusks. So that is interpreted here in these parts. But the elephant has 3 heads. That's how he can have 6 tusks. Such a beauty. Stunning work, and it is an ongoing activity here. So this is the central shrine which houses the relic of Bhagwan Gautam Buddha. And it is one of the most holy places here. This beautiful ethereal music playing. You can see how big this place is. And I'll take you to each section individually. Amazing panels, amazing depiction. All that the Hindu sculptures did in rock is sort of done here in wood. You can see various deities, guardians, angels carved out of wood in a very similar way how we see in ancient Hindu temples. This is the Sanctuary of Truth in Pattaya, Thailand. And that central statue is of Suryadev, the sun god. Hear this ethereal music. It's just so peaceful and serene. You have various other deities also depicted. Show the Navagriha, who are the guardians of the different days of the week. Beautiful work, beautiful place. Must visit. This beautiful panel depicts the various gods with their consorts riding their vahans. So if you notice, above is Lord Brahma sitting on a chariot drawn by swans. Then we have Vishnu Lakshmi riding the Garud. Then we have Shiv Parvati riding the Nandi, and below we have Indra riding the Airavat, which is depicted as a three-headed elephant here to show his 6 tusks. Isn't it amazing? All this done in wood in a place which was far away from India, yet has preserved its Indian influence so beautifully. Again, on the other side, we see a panel of an episode from the Ramayana where Ravan is trying to lift the Kailash mountain on which Shiva and Parvati are sitting. In his arrogance, Ravan thinks he can defeat Shiva, and he decides to lift the Kailash mountain, but Shiva just presses his great toe and traps Ravan below, showing us that however mighty a person may be, no one can be superior to God. Another beautiful depiction here of Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi sitting on Sheshnath, the Sheshashahi Vishnu along with his consort and attendants. All this is done in wood. Beautiful. Here we have a sculpture of the dancing Shiva, the Nataraj, and you can see musicians playing flutes, drums and other instruments and serving the Lord, while Brahma watches from above and other gods like Ganesha here and Kuber watching from the skies. This is flanked by the god of fire, Agni, and we have this amazing depiction of Ma Durga killing the buffalo demon Mahishasura. I hope you can make out the details here. It's very beautifully done. This is 3D, so it's easy to make out the movement patterns. And you see the goddess Mahishasura Mardini from Sanctuary of Truth, Pattaya. Amazing panel is of a fight between what seems to be 2 demons, and you can see the 3D sculptures here. Beautiful art, holding weapons, flowers, apsaras and gandharvas in the air. And this is the god of wind, Vayudev, flanked by Lord Shiva and Parvati, resting on the Kailash, surrounded by their attendants and protectors and other beings like the Ganas. And then we have this amazing Varaha panel, which I have seen for the first time outside of India. Varaha rescuing Bhumi Devi after she was captured underwater by Hiranyaksh. This is flanked by God of Earth, one of the Ashtavasus, and this is the Ardhanarishwar panel of Lord Shiva and Parvati fusing together to show the union of masculine and feminine. What amazing depiction. You can see the other gods in the sky as well. Moving on, we have some more beautiful sculptures from Lord Krishna's life. If you see this one, it's a slightly modified depiction where Krishna is already an adult and he's killing the demon Trinavrat to save Yashoda. And the lesson to be obtained is that protecting your family is one of the best and most important aspects of life. Here, Krishna has gifted Parijat flower to Rukmini and Satyabhama, but he has told them that it is only going to last for a year. so all happiness is temporary. Krishna gives Radha the Parijat flower also in gratitude and thankfulness for all that she had done for him earlier in his life. Beautiful lessons that may not actually come from the scriptures but are nevertheless very significant. Here Radha teaches the gopis the value of sharing and generosity. And while heading out, we see these beautiful apsaras again flanking the pillar on both sides. The most beautiful is the sculpture of Ganesha near the roof. What a stunning place.